Man, I loved beatboxing. I still love beatboxing, and I'm still not good at it. This is a welding helmet? Okay, so it's not really a welding helmet. I've never seen one, but it's a welding mask. I've seen a welding helmet. I've just not seen a mask. I mean, take a look at that. You kind of like hold this thing like I was, going to a masquerade party or, I don't know, like a steampunk convention, which I'm not. I mean, I might later this week. I don't know. But anyway, this goes with this, the world's smallest welder. I don't know if it's the world's smallest, but it's pretty tiny, right? I needed a tiny welder to weld together some steel for that lintel or header that's going to be in the pantry area. And I only have a generator, so I can really, not even sure if I can run this. So we're going to give it a try. I'm going to do some testing and see, can we run it? Will it weld? Will it work? It's got to be better than that. So what are we going to practice on? Well, I got some of these. Ray saw these sitting in the cantina and was like, hey, you know what? Why don't you make a wind chime? And I was like, well, okay. Wind chimes are wonderful. I love them. But I'm not so sure that these are going to be that melodious. I mean, so I was thinking about, at least they would serve as maybe like a doorbell type thing, hanging them on a door, and then the door opens, and I'm sure it's because I'm holding on to them that the sound's deadened. Sounds like someone's calling me for dinner. Before I can weld these together, they have to be cleaned. All this rust has to be stripped off. Welding really only works well if you have a clean surface. And yeah, this is not clean. I could do a beatbox about it. This is not clean. Man, I need to get better. So these two end wrenches, or spanners, some people call them. This one's called a moondial. I don't know. Never heard of it. And this one's called a 18 and a 20. That's just the sizes. I don't know if there's a name on this one at all. It could be just, I can't read it. So this is going to act as, ironically enough, the spanner. The piece at the top of this, I'm not going to call it a wind chime, but a type of bell or chime. And all the other wrenches are going to hang from this. And so we need to join these two pieces. This is going to be our first test with the little welder. And you can see that even though I haven't really worried about getting all the rust off and the pitting off of that, I did try to get down to bare metal as much as I could here. Well, I could have done a better job. Because when you weld, you need a clean surface with no rust, no paint, no anything else. And I need to grind off a little spot for the ground clamp too, because that has to be clean. And we are going to see if we can use the force of this little welder. So did it work? Yeah, it did. Burnt through cardboard like the dark side of the force. Actually didn't even go all the way through. Man, if the Force couldn't do any better than that, they should just wear like cardboard suits. I mean, that should protect them. No, it did pretty good. Once I turned up the heat. When I had it a little low, I had some splatter there. But turning it up, it worked really well. So I shouldn't have any problem welding those lintels that I need for the pantry. But until then, I'm excited to get back to making this windchime doorbell thing to accompany me for my beatboxing. Now that I have my spanner tacked together, I'm going to attach, I don't know, what do you call these? The chimes? I mean, they're wrenches. So let's just call them wrenches. That's what it is. And to do that, I'm going to just take some of this stuff I got from the dollar store. It's like a chain. I mean, I call that place a dollar store. It's not really a dollar store. It's just it has a variety of miscellaneous things that, yeah, I use for making junky things like this. So now that I'm looking at my layout here, it is boring. Like, really boring. More boring than some of those Star Wars sequels. I don't know why I found that funny, but I know I've offended a lot of people. I'm sorry. They're all cool. And maybe I could do something different like that. I mean, that looks a little better, right? I mean, something like that. Maybe just it gives it some more shape. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I think that's a good length for the shortest chain. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep, perfect. I don't know what I just came up with there, but so, well, this is going to be difficult. Everything's always difficult. Uh-oh. Now, I'll just keep increasing the length, or the size. Length. No, it is length. Well, size, same thing, I guess. Well, length is a measure of size. Anyway, I'm going to increase it by two lengths. I don't know what in the world I'm talking about. Yeah, by 2 lengths, I'm going to increase it. That's what I'm saying. Obi-Wan was a cool character, right? Because he was all chill. Use force, Luke, bro. But don't force it. Don't force the force. You'll end up getting forced out. Don't be forceful, but, use the force. I don't think he said any of that. You might have. Done. Well, at least the cardboard's done. It looks like it was in some type of Star Wars battle, right? So I've got these welded on here, and hey nerd, how come this is now in a frown? I thought you were gonna put it like at an angle like a smile. Yeah, I was. Why didn't I do that? I'm just looking at it. Well, I don't know. Somebody either used a Jedi mind trick on me, or I just messed up. More than likely. Oh well. So the last step is, I kind of like it though, right? It kind of fits. Sure. Just agree with me. Last thing is, I don't know what this is, but I found it. And this is going to be kind of a pivot point or a mounting point for this bell chime. I got to grind it down a little bit here, and then I'm going to weld a couple of nuts on either side. Kind of keeps with the theme, right? That even fits somewhat. And there's a hole right there. I just can't quite get it in, so that's why I'm going to, grind it down. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you who would be good at making stuff like this is Darth. Yeah. I mean, he would be a great handyman, right? You know, Darth the handyman. Look, man, his suit is already his work truck. He's got an air compressor on there. With all those lights, you know he's got a generator. And, you know, instead of welding this up like I do, it's like he just whip out that, like, hand saber thing. And it's done. That's what he should have gotten into instead of whatever that other stuff was. I don't think there's much money in the whole, you know, Star Wars thing. Come on. Seriously. Wrench wind chimes. That's where the money's at. I don't think I'd hire. Wow. Ooh. Take that back. No, I don't think I would hire him. You know. What's his motto going to be? Fixed by force? I'd pay him though. I'd pay him so I didn't have to hire him. Give him a tip too. Mmm, bad sounding it is not. I think that was the Cookie Monster. Look, it looks okay. Sounds okay. Better than what I thought, and the welder works. So, yeah, time for me to get on now to my wind chime making, beatboxing, sci-fi, steampunk convention. We're a special group.